saying you're always glass half full kind of guy, manning the inside corner.
I have it on a throw pillow in my heavily fortified bunker.
I knew that about you in Queens or Brooklyn. If we were to look back at the first month of the season and kind of take some trends, kind of take account of what has happened, I think it's one thing when we look at the Dodgers for teams to have money, right? A lot of teams have money. There's certain teams that draft and develop their talent and come up with chemistry-rich teams, and LA's done it for years.
Yeah, you know what would scare me if I were the other team?
Tell me.
You know, everyone went nuts in the offseason when the Dodgers the champions went and made 2 huge signings. Edwin Diaz is hurt and Kyle Tucker's been meh. And the Dodgers are flying in part because of depth with an expectation that guys will probably, you know, the guys you think will be great will be great. Look at who the war leaders are for their position players.
This is unbelievable.
Right? Andy Paz has, by the way, 4 for 44 in the postseason last year. It's come all the way back. He's leading here. $300,000 sign out of Cuba. Max Muncy, the long-known story, right? He's released at the end of spring training in 2017 by the A's. He has signed 4 low-end extensions because he loves being a Dodger, and he's been a great Dodger, a key guy on 3 champions. Rushing was the first pick in the draft in the second round in 2022. Not a first rounder, a second rounder. That's their depth there. And, you know, I didn't mention Betts. I didn't mention Freeman. Ohtani's on the list. Will Smith. I would expect all those guys, and Tucker will be good. On the pitching side, they have Blake Snell coming soon. One of the reasons they've survived it is Tyler Glasnow has done what he hasn't done a lot in his career. Be healthy and fantastic at the same time. And then the big one, Justin Robleski, he's an 11th round draft choice. He's got a 1.50 ERA through 5 games and 4 starts. They're helping him. I mean, Yamamoto's been terrific. Ohtani's been great, but this is depth of rotation without Snell back yet. I mean, if I'm the other teams and I'm looking at the Dodgers, you know, what do you give the team that has everything? More?
It's so funny you say that because the war leaders, if you were to look at that graphic that you showed me, besides for Ohtani, that was 7 through 9 hitters. Those were the 7 through 9 hitters in that lineup. So you can say all the money in the world, but drafting, developing the right combination is maybe a
finding a guy on the waiver wire, building a place he loves to play, so he keeps re-signing there.
It's so interesting. That's a trend we've seen early in the season. We were debating the other day in commercial break about Rookie of the Year, and Robert and I were saying, because we mentioned Trey Savage, and we thought, after that October, he still is rookie. Sometimes it's difficult to decipher, but a few guys have stood out.
Yeah, I mean, let's just say one thing about the rookie class right now. We just ended April. The player leading the majors in Baseball Reference WAR is a rookie, is Kevin McGonigal. The player leading the majors in RBIs is a rookie, Sal Stewart of the Reds. And the person leading the majors in homers is Murakami, Munetaka Murakami from the White Sox. It's you know, we want to know about the future. It looks a little better when you have these kind of players, and I think that National League race with, you know, McClain and Weatherholt, you know, besides Stewart is going to be great. But I just want to highlight the American League one. McGonigal, I think they created the word precocious for him. You know, he had never played third base really before. He's playing shortstop and third base at a high level. Look at the walk strikeouts, 19 to 17. Where is he ranked on some of these, right? He's 5th in batting average, 6th in on-base percentage, 7 in extra base hits. You see more walks than strikeouts. I'm going to give you my favorite stat on him. He has come to bat 25 times with runners in scoring position this year, Lauren.
Okay.
Would you like to know how many times he has struck out in those 25 plate appearances? 0. 0 strikeouts. He's hitting .450 in those spots. You know, obviously Murakami, everyone knows the story from the offseason. People were worried about, can he play a position well? He's playing first base well. Everyone was worried about the high strikeout rates. Could he handle high velocity here? He has been very much, he's got 12 homers. The guy behind him is Kyle Schwarber with 11. He's been very much a Schwarber-type 3 true outcome player. He's walking a ton, striking out a ton, and hitting a bunch of homers. 7th in strikeout percentage, 33.8, but it's countered by being 8th in walk percentage, 18.4. And by the way, homering in 8.8% of his plate appearances. In 2019, Pete Alonso was 7.6 when he set the rookie record of 53, and Parker Messick, he's got a 1.73 ERA. You remember, he came up for the Guardians late last year. He's now made, you talked about Yosevich, came up late last year. This guy came up late last year. Through 13 career starts, he has a 2.25 ERA. In the long, long history of this franchise, of the Cleveland franchise, through 13 starts in his career, that's second best all-time, only behind Mike Garcia in 1949.
And when he made his debut, if I remember, and Seth and research can help me, it was not like a debut. It was like, we've arrived, we're ready. And so often, you know, we talk to all of our analysts on the show, they say their first start or their first at-bat, they were shaking in their boots. These young kids, 19, 20, 21, just acting like they've been there before.
I watched him the other day, his start. He works quick. He has a variety of pitches, and is another reminder, you don't have to throw 98 to be effective if you have control of multiple pitches and you know what you're doing.
And louder for the people in the back. Over the years, we have documented the best double play combinations. I work with Jimmy Rollins every Tuesday, and he's talked about the skill and maybe the nuance to that. In Miami, they can brag on that this year.
Yeah, you know, I think it might have gone under the radar. It's why, again, one of the April things I would point out here is the best double play combination in the major leagues with the Marlins is Xavier Edwards at second and Otto Lopez at short, the best combo we've got. You know, Lopez is 13th in the majors in WAR. Edwards is 30th. They're the only current teammates who are hitting 320 or better this season. Like, I would even wonder, like, who's the argument for second best? Is it Swansby? Is it Dansby Swanson and Nico Horner? Maybe, like, they have the names and the reps, but I think these guys are outplaying them. And the reason I bring them up is if the Phillies and Mets are going to play poorly this year, there's a door open for the young Marlins, who we thought were maybe still another year or two away from making a run. They just took 2 or 3 from the Dodgers. One of the reasons was Xavier Edwards made an incredible heads-up play to end the game on a double play, knowing how to actually do a quick double play in what order on Freddie Freeman and Ohtani to get them out of it, and they won a series. I still think they're probably a year away, but players like these are helping them. They're prime age players now. You know, they've got some strengths there. And if the Mets and Phillies aren't going to play well, a door is open.